I'm Barry Mitchell at the New York Academy of Art in Tribeca, where you can enjoy all kinds of challenging, intriguing works of art, and some that have a very unique purpose.
These are all missing persons and murder victims, varying ages, races, dates of the crimes.
That's right. Art students are helping police solve cold cases.
The whole point is for someone to come forward because they recognize this person.
My name is John Volk. I'm the Director of Continuing Education here at the New York Academy of Art. So a friend had suggested I speak to Joe Mullins, who taught this class.
Joe Mullins is a forensic sculptor with the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children.
Yours should look different from his. Yeah. You got wavy hair. I would just think like straight, thick hair.
11 students participated in the week-long workshop, organized with the cooperation of the Medical Examiner of New York,
who was willing to allow us to use actual open cases from the New York City Medical Examiner, open police files.
And while the medical examiner cannot hand out actual skeletonized remains,
they had skulls that he scanned in to the computer and printed them with a 3D printer using plaster and super glue. Barry, I would like you to meet Zoey Simpson Taylor. She
Hello.
is an alumnus
Nice to meet
of the New York Academy of Art and graduated in 2013.
So I was given this case. It's a young black female. She was a likely age of 18 to 23, but with an age bracket of 16 to 25. She was found, her remains were found in 1998 in Seaview Park, in a wooded area of Seaview Park.
tell me about the ear lobes.
You have your mastoid process at the back of your skull here, and according to the angle of this protrusion, then that says whether it's attached or not. And her mastoid process was pretty much vertical, and that meant that she had attached lobes. So mine would be at an angle, which meant I've got detached lobes.
So when I looked at the picture of my lady's actual skull, I noticed that there's a little cavity that her actual skull had, and that could have been present during her life. So I left her mouth open, because if she had that large of a cavity in life, it would have been a noticeable feature, and the idea is that it could help identify her.
The 110 students enrolled at NYAA major in either painting, sculpture, or drawing. Marco Pali called upon a trusted assistant for help with his forensic sculpture. So Marco, the case you worked on actually came with additional information. Cornrows.
Yes, it did. The body was found in a blanket, and I only had 5 days to do it. So by the time I felt like I was running out of time, I called my mother and I asked her, could you come help me? And she was happy.
Is she a hairdresser?
No, she is not, but she is very crafty.
When creating a forensic sculpture, the #1 rule is, just the facts, ma'am. How much license were the students allowed to have?
None. Absolutely none whatsoever.
No creative license?
No creative. As a matter of fact, they were told, check your artistic license at the door when you come walking in.
Is this art or craftsmanship?
It's a kind of a beautiful marriage of the two. It's a marriage of science with art and craftsmanship. So the science, everything is genetic. Everything is based in the genetics of the skull, of the person. We add tissue depth markers to the skull, and then all the musculature is then applied to the facial structure, and then the sculpting begins at the end to create the person.
As long as you can push aside your artistic imagination and you just follow the skull, you can bring her face to life.
Do you think you may want to go into forensic sculpture as a career?
I would love to. Yeah, I would, because my background's in science also. I studied, I have a degree, a bachelor's in science, focusing on animal science. So we did a lot of medical, worked with animals and humans too.
Photographs of all of these will be taken, or have been taken. They'll be put on the National Missing Persons Database, the NamUs database. And so hopefully someone will see something, or maybe someone walking down Franklin Street will look in our window and see something.
It just makes me really emotional knowing that they're all not living and were killed and missing.
What are they saying to you, if anything?
Help me.
Barry Mitchell, Science and You.